कैसे होता है ना career choose. एक होता है तुम पहले you have an idea of your dream life. Second, what you're good at, what do you like, and money making opportunity. ये दो चीज basically main factors होते हैं. बाकी और you see the market research, the future trends, मतलब future demand, values is very important.
Hi Isha, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you, Kriti?
I'm
How are
doing
you?
well too. What's happening around? What's going on?
Yeah, it's cold today. It's like freezing, and I washed my hair as well. And earlier it was like normal day, sunlightly, but abhi it's cold. Yeah.
Right. So let's begin with a brief introduction about you. Kindly introduce yourself to the people watching.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm Isha, and probably I'm here because I have a YouTube channel named Live Your Story where I upload videos. Currently, it's on a break, but I'm going to come back and upload consistently there as well. And otherwise, I enjoy writing. I love writing. I write a lot, and I'm a copywriter by profession. There's a difference between like writing and copywriting, but it is kind of similar. So yeah, I chose that as my profession, and yeah, I'm currently a copywriter.
Wonderful. Okay, so what is the journey of selecting a career by a student? What factors should be considered in that? Let's begin with this question.
Okay. Yeah. So before choosing a career, you should be very clear about your life. How do you envision your life? Because to be clear about your career, you need to be clear about how you want to live your life. Where are you going to live? What kind of lifestyle are you going to have? Are you going to travel often? Are you going to stay at a place? Are you going to move consistently? Maybe stay at a place for a couple of years and then move to another city or so. So imagine your lifestyle a few years from now. I know in the beginning when you are 18 or so, it's difficult to imagine a life because till now you've been brought up by your parents. You live mostly by in your parents' house, like more as most of the kids in India. So you don't have much clue about life right now, but just envision it that how do you want to live and having like idea of those little things, just like how your room is going to look like, how are you going to decorate it is going to give you a sense of lifestyle, this a sense of like money demand that your life is going to have. Depending on that, then the choosing a career is the next step. So when it comes to choosing a career, there's three things that are important. Number one thing, a skill, a passion, and a money making opportunity. When you combine those three things, there you get a list of things where you can choose it as your career. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You can combine a bunch of things, and a lot of factors depend upon when it comes to choosing a particular career for yourself. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
basically an amalgamation of what you're good at, what you can be paid for, what you're good at, what you like, what you're good at, and what you can be paid for. An amalgamation of all these three.
absolutely, truly said. Okay. How can students achieve their dream careers? What's your take on this?
Yeah. So, first of all, to choose your dream career, first you need, as I mentioned earlier, you need to be aware about what you like, what you're good at, and the money making opportunity. The amalgamation of all these three. There are other factors that contribute to your career as well, which you should definitely consider. These are the market trends. So, see the skill that you're choosing, whether there's a demand for that in the market or not. So jobs like data entry, very soon AI is going to overtake that. So having a career there is not the best idea right now. And also to study the future market trends. What is the future demand of the skills that you are looking for? So is it sustainable for next 10 to 15 years? You also need to think of that. For example, e-commerce industry, it is a growing industry, and year after year stats shows that it has grown every year for the past 3 to 4, in fact last 5 years. So if you're going to make a career in this industry, you know for sure that it is a booming industry and it will go up. Same for AI. So these are some examples that I'm giving, that the careers, if you choose a career in these industries, they are going to boom in future. Another factor which is very important before considering a career is to be aware of your values. So the main reason that I didn't go for journalism even after being a media student was because the job, that what it demanded, was not matching to my values, my ethics. Many times this is what I felt like I will have to compromise on my ethics sometimes to deliver the news, which I don't approve of. This is not what I personally believe in. So this also comes plays a very important role, because a person is very closely associated with their values, their attitude, and you also need to consider this before choosing a career. And finally, I feel, yeah, payment opportunities definitely, and your gut feeling. Definitely go with your gut feeling. This I'm saying with my personal experience. Go with your gut feeling, choose your next best step, and I feel you will be in, like, you'll be good to go. You'll figure out things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You do not have to decide what you have to do in life now, but you can always decide the next best step. And of course, the
Yeah.
interest, the natural aptitude, and your intuition, they matter a lot. And you have to value your values too. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So give some insights into the life of a media student as observed by you.
Yeah, so the life of a media student, it varies. Like, there's a bunch of things that we do. So I remember one of the first days that we went to college, we were briefed that you have to be like always polished, be presentable, read the news. Our faculty who was taking our class, they said that you have to be updated with all of the news every time, because other people are going to ask you, "Arey, tum to journalism ke student, you also don't know these news." And then it also at the same time we were asked to be aware of all the ads, the past ads that they've done well, the ads that come now. And also at the same time we were uh, told to study films, study cinema, uh, learn photography, see good photographers, how they capture photo, dig out the meaning behind a photo. This I did the very first time in my photography class. Not class, there was a workshop, photography workshop in my very first year. These were, like, I guess I was in just 2 to 3 days into the college, and this workshop happened, and they made us dig into this whole new, like, digging out the photography thing, the what a photo says, the story behind a picture, basically. So a lot many things. On a normal day, you'll see a media student attending classes in college, roaming around with camera, shooting something or other with a mic, editing. A lot of our time was there on the editing table. So we learn everything, but as I said, our faculties every time they say that you learn everything, you should know how what works, but you should pick one niche for yourself. Basically, we they call us jack of all trades, but choose, be a master of one. Definitely, this is what our faculties they suggest us. So yeah.
Okay, so I can see the life of a media student as you are telling. It's like
And you
very
are also
holistic.
a media student, right?
Right. So it's kind
Yeah.
of
Oh,
very holistic and it covers a lot of factors. Like there are so many industries open up at advertising, films and editing. So much of the things are going on. Okay.
yeah. So how does your normal day looks like? How long have you been in college?
Okay, so it's been like I have completed my first semester and my second is
Hmm.
going on for the time being. So there are a lot of like factors going on. Like most practical things which are, which can happen. So it can be depicted by the media student. We are able to see a movie in front of, like, the entire class watches a particular movie and or a documentary, and we have to like make a summary out of it. So a lot of practical things, group activities go on, and it's a very practical subject.
Yeah, I remember those classes जहाँ पे हमें सिर्फ कुछ नहीं करना होता था, बस मूवी चल रहा होता था. And for like 2-3 hours, for continuously 2-3 lectures were gone just for movies. So yeah, that was fun.
Right. Okay, interesting. So I want you to throw some light on how people live their stories as depicted by a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, so every person has a story. That I call my people stories, because I feel like every person has a story to tell. Like they are stories themselves. So that is why I call them stories. And what today also, you have a story. Like after you woke up till today, the, something happened, something went into your mind. Just 2 hours back, I wrote a piece of article in my diary. Like that was a diary entry, basically telling. I was telling it about my dream that I had last night, and some videos regarding that dream that I watched, and it was a story regarding that I just wrote. It is there in my diary. So yeah, I do a lot of writings that are just confined to my diaries most of the time.
Okay, so that is so right. Everybody has their own story and their own journey of life. Okay, which teaches
Yeah.
you everything. Okay. So what advice would you want to give students about the idea of side hustle along with studies?
Yeah. So back in my first year, this was a very rare thing. But I think now, because after the pandemic, after lockdown, basically, this idea of side hustle has blown up in India. And it has inspired me as well. So I started a YouTube channel along with my college. Like with full time college, I used to manage a channel right from the first year itself. So YouTube for me back then was a side hustle. So the idea behind a side hustle is to not just indulge yourself in one main activity, but also have an activity in the side. One which improves your skills. Second, you love it, and third, it can also serve as a money making opportunity for you. So the idea of side hustle that I got this idea from Saloni Srivastava back in 2018 when she uploaded a video, I guess, explaining about side hustles, and that's how I got to know what it is all about. And then after that, I read some books which talked about side hustles a lot. Gary Vee's book "Crushing It" is a very good example. Everybody should read that book to understand what side hustles are and how they can make a career online, leveraging different platforms that we have today. So definitely, back in first year, when I was in first year, it was a very rare thing. None of my classmates were doing it, but today I see many first year students already indulging themselves in a side hustle, and I guess everybody should do that because even when you graduate, people are still confused about their career. People are still confused what should be the next step, and this happens because you have lack of experiences. College is the best time for you to have a bunch of experiences. जितने experiences लेना है ले लो, जितने काम कर सकते हो कर लो, because यहाँ पे you don't have this burden that you have to earn right now or you have to do something right now. So आपके पास experimentations के chances अभी बहुत है, so you can do it. So college is the best time, because 11th 12th में तो बहुत heavy study होती है, especially if you're in science, from science background. But in college, like things lighten up, so you can take up more opportunities.
Absolutely. College offers a bunch of opportunities which can enrich your experiences, and you are exposed to like many activities, and you can indulge in whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just explore yourself and grab as much as opportunities you can.
Yeah, I see you like indulging into side hustles from this young age as well. So yeah, kudos to that. Very happy for you. Keep it going.
Thank you so much. Okay, so discuss something about the copywriting tips, how to get projects, and what are the charges in this industry.
Okay, so to get copyright writing projects, first of all, leverage LinkedIn. I guess LinkedIn is a great platform. Great platform. Every college student should leverage LinkedIn right from the first year. Even before that, LinkedIn जितने पहले तुम शुरू कर सकते हो, start it and start uploading content there. Start networking with people. Networking is a very, I don't like this term at all, but the thing is, start having genuine conversations with people in your DMs. So many times, what happens that I would suggest every media student to first of all have a LinkedIn presence from the first year itself, and also have an idea that what are the fields, some fields that you want to experiment in. Now, when you go to LinkedIn, you pick up these industries, you pick up these companies, and you send a request to people there, people who are already working there, and you start having conversation with them that how is their work life there, what they do, how people like us who are still in college can get on a level like them. And many times what happens during these genuine conversations, you get an opportunity. You get an opportunity for maybe an internship. I'm not saying this just in context of copywriting, because I was also thinking about media student, like the media student thing in my mind. So I was uh, suggesting accordingly for copywriting specifically, same thing. And first of all, you get clients on LinkedIn or jobs on LinkedIn, or internships by these genuine conversations. Secondly, you go and apply to these job boards. I don't think boards work the best. I've tried it, but I didn't find it useful enough because there's a lot of crowd. So already, if a job application is out there, you'll see a lot of people already filling the form. So a lot of competition. I don't do it, like I don't go for it personally. But if you want to go and try for it, go ahead. And third thing, there are these posts on LinkedIn, normal post, like looking for copywriters, ऐसे ऐसे करके. Those posts have less competition. Sometimes these posts have under 10 comments, so you can go there and like uh, try having conversation with the people, send right email, and get an opportunity for yourself. So this is how you go about it.
Right, absolutely. So you want to discuss about what are the services like offered under this industry and what are the charges for the same?
Yeah. So the services you can offer as a copywriter is writing for emails, email sequences. Secondly, sales pages, landing pages. In India, what works the best is creative writing. That is writing for social media. So see these brands like Zomato. Zomato is like the god of, like every person looks at Zomato's copy. Every copywriter or marketer looks at Zomato's marketing style and copywriting. So these creative writing, like creative copywriting, I'm talking about brands like Zomato, Durex, Dunzo. They are doing exceptionally well on social media. So this social media marketing thing has really boomed up in India. So in India, this works the best. And also, blog writing is also a kind of copywriting. Many people say it's content writing, but I also believe that, yeah, some blogs are copywriting, but many blogs are, some blogs are content writing, but many blogs are also copywriting. So many companies look out for copywriters, especially international companies I'm talking about, they or international people, they look out for copywriters for writing their blogs as well. So these are some services. Product description, I didn't mention that. And a lot of things. Sales letter, video sales letter. These are some services that you can definitely offer. And the charges for it, it starts from, in India, if you're going for a job, it is low. It is definitely low. But I would not suggest you to go to a mark lower than 20,000. I would not suggest. There are like offers below that as well. I would suggest you कि 25 के नीचे मत लेना, but like 20 is bare minimum. उससे कम मत जाना for a job. Uh, for freelancing, it depends. Blog writing starts from 1,000 for a 1,000 word article, um, and ads, you can start when you're just beginning. You can start from 500 rupees, and the international rate differs. International, many agencies, I would have observed that many agencies hire copywriters to write with to write for them on an hourly basis. So they charge hourly, and I would suggest you to, when you're just beginning, you can start with an hourly rate of 25 to $30 minimum. Don't go below that. You can start charging like more than that as well, but this is what I'm talking about at a bare minimum level. And what else? What is the per word? I'm still figuring out the blog thing internationally. Kya price hai? Like I'm yet to go there because I haven't written blogs for international person or agency or companies as yet. So it's still figuring that out. And yeah, for international people, I've worked on an hourly basis, so that's what I have to comment on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it seems like you have a lot of experience and you have made it so much clear, like what according to which service, what is the rate per hour or per word, or maybe what is the
Yeah.
limit which we shouldn't go beyond. So okay, this was
Did
very
I leave anything? I
no.
guess I left social media writing, like the caption writing, the post copies. You can write long form post copies. It is offered on a package basis, like 20 captions for X amount of rupees. Yeah, that you can charge around 5,000 to 10,000. Like people in India, what they mostly do, that they don't. Many people don't have a budget of that 5,000, 10,000. But yeah, this is what you can charge. Definitely.
Absolutely. Definitely, it depends
Hmm.
upon a lot of factors like what is the budget and what is the experience and everything along with that. So you just
Hmm.
have to set for yourself and do not agree for all the low paying clients and do whatever you want. And what is your take on this? Okay, so you want to tell about your services and related?
Yeah, so the services I offer is blog writing, landing page copy, website copy, sales page copy. Like these are some top services that I offer, and ads copy. I've written like Facebook ads. Uh, yeah, so these are some things that I offer. Like these are my top services. And email. Did I mention email? Yeah, I haven't got the chance of writing email, but that's what I also offer. But yeah, I have some samples ready. Like I'm also quite new in this industry. Like I started just a few months back.
All right, so we are like exploring together and
Yeah,
we are continuously trying our hands in a variety of things. Okay,
yeah.
so when is our YouTube channel restarting? Yeah.
So my YouTube channel, I should have done it, but I guess I've just lost that momentum of like uploading regular videos, and that's because I had this like habit of uploading videos back when I was in college. So since by the time I left college, I was so busy like setting my career at a like stable place comparatively that I left YouTube behind, and I didn't plan it at all. Like I didn't think that I'll not upload videos. In fact, I have some great videos just shot, not edited, shoot करके रखा हुआ है. I don't know if I'll be uploading that or not. So hopefully in January only, I come up with more content because I have content ready and I just have to just start pushing it out and be regular on that. Uh, right now, I'm at a quite stable place. I'm working in a full-time job right now as a copywriter, also taking freelance projects at side. YouTube is going to be my third hustle.
Absolutely, you are
Yeah.
absolutely doing a wonderful job, and I wish you the very consistency in this, and I wish you the very best. And I will drop your social media links in the description below. Do check them out, and if you have more queries regarding media students' life, regarding copywriting, or you want to ask anything, you can reach out to Isha. Okay, thank you so much, Isha, for coming here, and this was a wonderful session. You gave valuable insights.
Thank you, Kriti, so much for having me. And people subscribe to Kriti's channel as well. I guess she's doing amazing at this young age. Like you're so doing so well. I guess you are an inspiration to people of your age to like start doing something at this early age. And I feel so good to see people at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19 years old kids doing something on social media, already putting themselves out and doing like other than their studies. I feel very happy whenever I see these students. So so happy for you. All the best for your journey, and I hope you do amazing.
Thank you so much. The very kind words. Okay, so how did you find this interview? How did you find me as a host?
Oh, I found you amazing. I feel like you have like good speaking skills. I find your voice very sweet and very good host. Like much better than what I host. I get nervous a lot. I have like big confidence issues. So like you're doing amazing. I
Thank you so
know.
much.
I'll tell you one story. This one time I had to interview one doctor in my college. And I was so nervous. And my teacher there, my faculty, she used to tell me, Isha, you handle a YouTube channel. You are like used to speaking on camera. I'm like, no, ma'am, I fear a lot. I have like great, like big, like I don't know. I still freeze. So even if I'm a media student, I've hosted a lot of things, but like still, it's difficult, and you're doing it so much ease.
I think there's a difference between online and what we do offline, and there's always a chance of improvement, so we should keep going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank
You
you
are
so
at
much.
you are at a good pace, I would say.
Thank you so much.